Hey everyone. I think today's the day. I think today's the day that we can finally conclude fabrication portion of this cafe racer build. Um, it's been a very long, I say a week, maybe a little bit less, coming here after work, trying to design stuff, fabricate, testing, fitting, trials and errors. It's the first time doing this, so it was a learning curve. But I think we got it done. My mental checklist, I think I got everything I needed to accomplish done. Um, I think it might be time to start stripping all the paint off of everything. Start prepping, doing any little repairs for any blemishes. And then I think it's time to lay down some paint. It's taking a lot of work, but it's just about time to make it pretty. And then we can put it back together, and then it'll become the final product. I can give you a quick once over of everything we just did in these last few days. That's what it looks like right now. Doesn't look too bad, I'd say. I will start with the front end. On both sides, I removed top and bottom fender mounts. I don't plan on running a front fender, so those just sticking up looking ugly. I wasn't gonna cut it. Removed the old ignition, blended in the top tree, mounted my gauge. I made a new turn stop and removed the old Suzuki one. The Yamaha forks are on the bottom. The Suzuki forks needed it on the top, so I just had to swip it to the bottom. Made a headlight bracket. I decided to just leave it as is. Simple. Like the rest of the bike, it didn't need to be anything extravagant. Moving down this way, I got the horn mounted. That should work fairly nice. I don't think it's actually very loud compared to what the exhaust is going to sound like, so it's probably going to be pretty useless when trying to hear it, but we'll see what it does. I drilled and tapped a ground hole. I'm just going to ground it to the frame straight by bolt. There is one up under the tank. I don't feel like taking the tank off to show you that. Here's my ignition that I mounted. Something simple. This is pretty flush with the tank, so my leg won't really rub on it. That'll work good. I did make that pin for the rear brake return spring. That's done nice. My master cylinder, as you saw before, I had the top mounted, but I didn't figure out the bottom, but I eventually just came to the conclusion of making a similar style washer that I did for the top, but instead of making it a washer, I made it a nut. So I could thread into it, and I welded that to the frame, so it looks pretty symmetrical top to bottom. Everything works as it should down there. Swinging around the rear end, my electrical panel is on. It is buttery smooth, and it looks damn good. Not bad for a first time trying that. I trimmed off the back of the brake lever. I believe, I don't know what was sticking out the back of it. I never saw it put together, so I just made it simple. Cleaned it up. I made these washers for the foot peg to mount on. A little bracket for the reservoir. Looks nice and clean. The brake looks nice and good. Nice and good. What else we got to show? I think that's it for the fabrication one. I did eliminate a couple little brackets that were all around the bike. I didn't plan on using them again, so cut them and blend them, make everything look pretty again. This thing is gonna be one bad mother though. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. It's time to make this pretty though. And then in one of the future videos coming up, I'm gonna do a little motor work. I'm not really gonna dive into it. I don't think it needs it. It's got less than 10,000 miles. I think it's gonna run good as is. I'm gonna do a very good thorough cleaning and some touch-up paint here and there, as it has been off the bike and just bouncing around. What else can we show you? Haven't really decided on colors yet. Kind of in like a funk. I don't want to copy anyone's design that I've seen already. I'm kind of using them as a reference to what I'm gonna like. 'Cause I don't really care if I have something that has been done. You know, it's kind of impossible to do something completely new unless it's gonna look ugly. Like I could do color combinations that nobody wants, but nobody wants them for a reason. You know what I mean? I do know the majority of the bike is gonna go black. Frame, spring arm, wheels, most of the accessories. It's really coming down to what color I'm gonna make the tins and what accent color I want to use with that. I do like gunmetal. Gunmetal is one of my top choices right now. As you can see, the bike is already black with a grayish blue accent. I kind of like that. So there's a chance I might just redo the factory paint scheme. Keep it simple. It does look good to me. I do like royal blue. I've seen a couple of bikes, a couple different versions of that color, and to me it looks really good. Even like a candy apple kind of maroon, like a really deep red, I think would look really nice with that. I don't know. You guys can give me some input in the comments. What color you think this would look good with? Mostly gonna be black, so you're gonna base it off of that, and primary tin color with an accent color. Kind of as like a funny. I think I'm gonna have. I'll show you real fast. These badges are coming off. I don't want a badge anymore. I'm gonna shave that off, make it smooth, and I'm gonna have stickers made by my buddy Derek Claygraph at Clay Graphics. And I think I'm gonna make a sticker that says Yamazuki, seeing as it is pretty much a 50-50 Suzuki Yamaha. Not entirely sure on that. Might just keep it simple with a nice Suzuki sticker, but Yamazuki does sound cool. I don't think anyone's ever done that. Not that I've seen. But yeah. I've had a lot of fun doing this. Definitely a nice lesson came out of this. Patience. Determination to get it done. Spent a lot of time at this building in the last week. Close to 100 hours between working and working on the bike. So I am extremely tired, as you can see. But the outcome will be, it'll be worth it, I believe. It's my first motorcycle, so it's gotta come out good. So the time has to be put in to make it good. And I'm ready to keep giving it time. Keep making all little blemishes go away. Make cool little accents, little one-offs. It's more rewarding to make a one-off piece than it is to buy something off the shelf that everyone can use. But to stop my blabbering, I think I'm gonna head to work. I'm here by myself, so I don't have a cameraman. I'm gonna start cleaning up this frame, bring it down to raw metal. So I'll see you guys soon, and you can see how far I'm getting. Peace. Alright everyone, this is what I've been getting into. This little Harbor Freight little grinder thing has been kicking some ass. Look at that. It ain't perfect by any means. Let's just get the paint off. I'm gonna hit it with fine grit sandpaper when we're getting ready to paint. But I'm just doing this for the bulk. And as you can see, in about an hour and a half, my hands are a little tingly. This is how far I got. It's a very versatile little tool. It gets into most of the little nook and crannies. I'm gonna have to hand sand the rest, like get up in these welds and such. It's no big deal. But it is taking the bulk off, and it's taking it off fairly quickly. But I'm gonna wrap it up for today, guys. Be sure to tune in for the next video of this continued. Possibly incorporate all the motor work in one video. We'll see. See you later, guys. Have a good one.